Hey everybody, my name is Jeremiah Craig, and today we are checking out something a little bit different. We are taking a look at the Cinch belt from Colonel Littleton. Let's get into it.
Old boots got soul, and I carry on this way, and we get better every day.
Usually I'm the kind of guy who likes to switch out belt buckles on his belts, depending on the day, how I'm feeling. I like to sport something different. So I was looking at the Cinch belt from Colonel Littleton, and I was a little bit skeptical of it at first. But then when I started looking at videos of how it worked and the overall look of it, I am really excited to check out this Cinch belt. See, Colonel Littleton has a patent for this belt, and I think the whole company is really cool. But let's get into the box and the experience and getting this belt out before we talk about anything else. So, let's see what's in here. This is a really nice experience here. Colonel Littleton, we have a paper bag with a few things in here. Oh my, a nice leather coaster. That's cool. It says, "Strive to be stellar." Nice, love that. We have, a little treat, a cookie, a moon pie. Sign me up. Let's go. Already loving this company. We also have a postcard here with Colonel Littleton on it, saying we strive to be stellar, but only you can give us a review at Calling for Reviews. And also we have a little piece of paper here. It says moon pies and caviar. Just a little bit about the history of what the moon pie means to the Colonel. Man, this is so authentic, and it kind of feels like I'm getting to know the Colonel more personally, not just through the leather product, which we haven't even gotten to yet. So let's take a look at that, which comes in this nice cloth bag here. This is a great experience. Wow. All right. Very nice. Wow. Colonel Littleton products are made right here in the USA in Linville, Tennessee, and already I am just a fan. I'm a huge fan. The experience, I haven't even tried this belt on yet, but it's so cool. Colonel Littleton has a patent for this design, so you can only get it from Colonel Littleton, and it's very different from other belts that you just see everywhere else, really, mainly because there are 3 sizes. So there's no 32, 34, and then going on up. You can change this depending on what your size is. So there's really, it goes down to being a small, large, and extra large size when it comes to the Cinch belts. I believe the small is 26 to 32, the large is 32 to 42, I believe, and then the extra large is 42 to 50. So what makes it so interesting like that is that you have this clasp on the side where you get to customize your size. So if you need to come down here, you can then hook it up down here, and it is a little stiff here, but I'm sure it will break in with time. Wow, it is very stiff. It's kind of hard to get in there right. There it is. All right. And then you put it on and you just cinch it up like this, and then it's just supposed to stay there. So I'm very interested to see how this works. I don't know if that's the right size, but I'm gonna try it, and we'll see if this fits. All right, so I got the belt on right now, and it took a little bit to get the right setting here on the side, but I finally got the right set for me, and then clasp it with the cinch lock here, which is kind of brilliant. I mean, it doesn't come loose too easy. It'll just snap back unless you really sort of unbuckle it. Now, I kind of like it. It's a cool look. It's really easy. The one thing that I kind of have against this belt is how wide and chunky it is on the sides. See, as you, like, let me show you. See, you can see as I'm trying to take it off, it's just getting hung up. Like, back here, it just gets hung up on this loop. So, when you try to put it on, it's kind of like, it just gets hung up on these loops because it's just different. It's not like other leather belts that just go on real easy. One thing is that these sharp points here, they don't poke you or anything, so that's kind of nice. But it's just a little bit difficult to work your belt on than other belts. But once it's on, I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm digging the look of it, right? So not bad. Not bad at all. It's much different. Definitely a conversation piece for sure. And the leather is great. These are stainless steel hardware. They also have models with brass hardware if that's what you're into. But I'm digging this look. And because you have the holes over here, rather than buckling through holes on the belt itself, it's gonna see less wear, and it's just gonna have a clean look up front all the time, throughout the entire life of this belt. I mean, on some belts, I will have to tuck in the extra behind the buckle so it doesn't like get too chunky looking, because I like a clean look. This is the epitome of clean look. Now you do have a little bit extra width on the side and the back, but other than that, like, it looks super clean and real classy in my opinion. You don't get to change this buckle out. This is the one that it comes with, but it is really, really easy to work. Wow. I was kind of skeptical about this hardware here, but it's kind of cool. I'm gonna wear it for the next few days, and we'll see my opinions on it, and we'll see if anything changes in that time. But right now, I'm kind of impressed by this belt. I like it.
1 week later.
I've been wearing this cinch belt from Colonel Littleton for about a week, and I really like it. It's really simple to take on and off, and it's just a really clean look through and through. Sometimes I feel like on different pairs of pants, the setting isn't quite right for me. Now, some pairs of pants use thinner material, or you might be feeling a little bit thinner or a little bit thicker depending on what you ate that day, you know what I'm saying? So there were times when I would put this belt on and it just felt loose. And of course, when that happens, I would have to take the belt off, readjust the hooks over here, then put it back on, but then I would have to do that again and set it back for other pairs of pants, which is where I feel like the traditional belt, like this, is really good because you can just set it to a different hole depending on how you're feeling that day, whether you're feeling a little bit thicker or a little bit thinner. It's just this simple. On this one, this is sort of hard to set, so it's kind of cumbersome to reset all of the time unless you want it to be like really tight all the time, which I'm not that fond of a really tight belt all the time. So I would have to say that that's the biggest vulnerability in this belt. Awesome design, ingenious development with this belt, but I just feel like it's kind of cumbersome to have to change the size over here and then put the belt back on and have to change it all the time. Now, if you have a good diet and you find yourself hitting that same hole on the belt loop every single time, then maybe you won't have that problem. But I just noticed that on a few pairs of pants when I was trying this belt, it ended up being looser than what it is on these pants. I'm also gonna try it with some dress pants, and we'll see if it happens with that. But let me get these dress pants on and we'll see how they look with dress pants too. All right, so I got on some khaki pants here. Let's just check to see how this belt goes through the loops. Not having trouble with how chunky this belt can be at times right now. Yeah, this is sliding on there pretty easy. And yeah, like this is kind of a loose fit here. So as you can see, I'm able to fit at least one finger's width in this belt here, and I'm not really straining that hard to get it. So it's not a super tight fit or anything. It's not as snug as I would like it to be. If I was wearing one of my other belts with these pants, I would probably take it to that next step, because perhaps the denim is just a little bit thicker than what it is on these dress pants. Now, that said, it still does stay cinched up. So I haven't had any problems with the looser fit coming undone. This mechanism here does a pretty good job of keeping the belt on rather than it just like sort of falling off. Even though it might be a touch looser on different kinds of pants. Still, it does work really well with dress pants. I think it looks great. This is a very interesting belt, and it definitely, I believe, would be a great addition to some of you guys who are collecting belts or looking for something a little bit different to wear. And this is definitely different. Huge props to Colonel Littleton to make and put a patent on something like this. It's really interesting. I just feel like at some points you might run into the problem where this has to be changed. You have to take the belt off, make the change, put it back on, and then when you go to wear the belt with a different pair of pants, you might have to set that back to the original place where you had it before, when on traditional belts you can just hook it to the next hole over or the next hole back, and it's just done like that, and it's easy. So it could cause for a little bit extra time and effort, but I feel like it might be worth it too for such a clean look and a different look to have in your wardrobe. It's a really interesting belt, and of course it's made in the USA too. So I think it's worth it. I believe they come in at around $100. It's worth it. I mean, it's US made and it's different. So you gotta support these smaller US companies. They definitely have the experience here with that unboxing. I got the cookie, like everything was so special with it. I'm a huge fan of this Colonel Littleton belt. I just think it has the one cumbersome aspect of having to change this depending on the pants or what you ate that day. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think of the cinch style Colonel Littleton belt down in the comments. And would you like to see more of these kinds of videos? Let me know that as well. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you guys around. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.
Colonel Littleton has got great designs. Yeah, that old cinch belt came to his mind. It's such a clean look and comfortable too. Try that old cinch belt because it will fit you. Yes. Thank you for watching today. My name is Jeremiah Craig. Don't forget to subscribe down below so you can catch more videos like this in the future. I hope you have a spectacular day.